Hello, hello, hello. My name is A-Lords, and today this is a very impromptu video. I was meant to upload this iMac review in 2014, but oh well, better late than never. So yeah, this is an iMac G4, and this machine was around from 2002 to 2004. This machine here is the last model released. So it has a 1 GHz Powerpc G4 processor, and it has 768 megabytes of memory. And I upgraded that memory a little bit as well. It's running macOS 10 version 10.4.11, otherwise known as macOS 10 Tiger. Now you can run macOS 10.5 Leopard, but on iMac G4s, it's better to run Tiger because the performance is a lot better, and you can run the classic interface, so you can run classic games, more older games, which I will show you later. But in today's video, I wanted to see what this machine is capable of in 2020, roughly, and just, yeah, see what it's like, because I use this machine about once a week just to have fun in it and to play some classic games. So browsing the web is a challenge. Safari is no longer supported. That ended a long time ago. 10.4 is supported, and it is the best browser that you can use on PowerPC. You can get it on a G3 processor, a G4, and a G5. Now, on this, I changed the interface so that it browses the web using a mobile interface, what you would find on your iPad or your iPhone. This just means that it can browse the web much more quickly and snappy. For example, let's type in Steve Jobs, and as you will see, it is a mobile interface, and it's much more simple, and browsing is, see, it's a bit more responsive. It's still not great, mind you. So for example, if we go into this website, it will take a little while to load. Okay, that was better than what I expected, but yeah, so it's a simplified version, and you can click next there and read some information about Steve Jobs. For something like Facebook, no, don't do that. YouTube is possible, but it's not great. It's not very enjoyable. For example, let's search my channel, A-Lords Gaming, and let's look at my, what was it, iMac G3 review, which I did way back in 2013. There it is, classic iMac G3 review. 7,000 views. I wonder how many views this video will get. Let's open it with a VLC. So what this does is it opens it with QuickTime Player or VLC instead of opening it on the browser. Because YouTube no longer uses Flash, which means on PowerPC it's really bad. So on this, it opens it externally, and it takes a little bit to load, but once it gets there, and it crashed. So sometimes what you want to do is not open it in full screen and see how it goes, because as you see there, it just crashed opening it in full screen. But basically it opens it in like the lowest resolution possible. It opens it in a very low resolution. So yeah, and it just cut out then. So it's not great, and I'm connected in Ethernet right now, which is in the back of the machine, and it's still not very good, but I think that's a separate issue. Okay, so yeah, browsing the web is possible, but it's not very enjoyable. What you can also do in this machine is play some classic games. I've got a lot of games on here. A lot of them I bought digitally, like StarCraft, I paid for that a long time ago, or Bugdom, I paid for that a long time ago. Or I've got some games in disc version, like Ford Racing 2 or Halo, or Quake 2. or I've got a lot of games I also got from Macintosh Garden, like Lemmings, Doom, Sim Tower. Actually, Sim Tower I've had forever. I don't know if that's from Macintosh Garden, or Pac-Man or Glider. Because Macintosh Garden, a lot of the games are abandonware, so developers basically abandon the game and then you can do whatever you want with them, I suppose. Let's open up a game, Duke Nukem 3D, which is an absolute classic. I've been playing that the past few months, and it's a classic. Let's turn it down, jeez. So this version has been compiled for macOS 10, but I haven't registered it yet, so that's why it says unregistered software. But I think it's running at like 60 frames, so it's very smooth and responsive. And you can actually aim up and down, but I can't remember how to do that right now. It's been a few weeks since I've played this. And yeah, so that's just an example of games. Get me out of this. Yes, I know I can register it. I also set up a GarageBand song, which I made on here. That is definitely still somewhat doable, playing around with GarageBand. I've made a lot of things on here, not myself, my brothers have. This is what I made just before this video. It is beautiful. I was walking down the street and I heard a yeah, so you can use that, and you can have a lot of tracks, and it was still responding pretty well. That said, I don't really know how to use this. My brothers do, but that's another thing. iMovie you can use, and I've used that before, but you can only edit like non-HD clips. iPhoto, I've got some photos on here, but that said, they're really old and from like early 2000s. So this is the old version of iPhoto. I believe it's iPhoto 6. So these are old sport photos from when I was much younger. And there's some other sport photos. That's Wendell Sailor, a classic. That's Godfather. I don't know why that's on there. And I don't know what those are. Yeah, and that's iPhoto, which that's not a very taxing thing. It's just looking at photos, but that still works. Spotify is an interesting one. That used to work, but a few years ago, it's stopped being supported. So when you log in, it doesn't play anything. And it's really upsetting because I used to like listening to music on here, and it just doesn't work anymore. So I've downloaded the updated version, but it still doesn't work. And I've tried looking on the browser, but that doesn't work either. And you can also get this, which is Powerpc App Store, which is not an official app store, just some individual made it, and he has linked some cool apps that you can get on PowerPC, like Clean My Mac or App Cleaner, ScreenFlow, which is a screen recording program. And you can go in there and you can get to the external site. We've got different type of applications, the utilities, productivity, internet. We've got video, where's games? We've got games like StarCraft, Blood War, Marathon. Yeah, it hasn't been updated in like a very long time though. I think in like 4 years or something, but that was kind of cool. And I think that's about it. You can't really do much on here. All I use this for is playing games, but in general, this is an absolutely beautiful machine. Some nicknamed it the lampshade iMac because it looks like a lamp. Some call it the floating iMac because it looks like it's floating in space. The way it can swivel back and forth is really beautiful. and how it can go up and down like this. You can basically get it at any angle you want. And having the, I think, 20-inch version would be nice too, because this is only 15-inch. And the drive works as well, and I sometimes play DVDs on there. But the only thing is that this is broken and you have to push it in. And before I end the video, there's another thing that happens with this machine, which is a quirk. When you turn it on, it beeps a few times. I believe it has faulty RAM. And what that means is that it will beep a few times before it starts up, and then it will go into the normal booting process. And I believe that is just because it thinks it has faulty RAM. However, in actuality, it works fine, and it just goes straight in. And it's been doing that since I first got it off eBay in 2014. I got it for $80, and yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing it, but it does. If anyone knows, let me know. That's that. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. I can also show you an iMac G5 or what else have I got? I've got an iBook G3, I've got Powerpc G3, I've got a 15-inch MacBook Pro from 2008. I've got a lot of stuff, bros. So yeah, let me know. Anyways, thank you for watching, and see ya!